Good morning friends. Today is the third session of our subject bookkeeping and accountancy for 12th standard for the chosen topic not for profit concern. And for this session we are going to discuss or we are going to solve the exact practical problem related to this topic. So friends, for the last two sessions we have completed all the necessary theoretical base for the solving of this NPO problems. So in this topic generally we are going to prepare the final account of NPO. As we know that in the standard 11 we have prepared the final account of sole trading concern, and when solving or preparing the final account of any kind of concern there are some of the rules. And what are the rules? That for the given whole problem, firstly we have to read the total problem, and after reading the problem the solving method of the problem is to consider or notice or post the information which is given to the last point, and then later on the remaining items should be posted. So the same format we are going to prepare the final account of NPO, and for that we have the very first problem over here. Problem number 1. So first we will read the problem. What is the problem given over here? Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai gives you the following information for the year ended on 31st of March 2013. You are required to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. In this first para, the exact information is given that Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai means this is a NPO concern, and for this we are going to prepare the final account. And in the terms of final account, the date is given that basically the year have ended for the 31st of March 2013, and on the given information what we have to prepare the income and expenditure account and balance sheet. So here as per the given information, so let's post first that we have to prepare the final account for the Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai. So this name should be highlighted in our books of account. So here we have to highlight in the books of Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai. In the books of Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai. So in these books of account we have to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. As per the given information or instructions, we have already prepared the income and expenditure account and balance sheet as per the given requirement. Okay, and this should be prepared for the year 31st of March 2013. So that date should be also highlighted. So here we will put in the books of Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai income and expenditure account for the year ended on 31st of March 2013. Here is the income and expenditure account, and balance sheet will be also prepared for the same date. So here we will also highlight balance sheet as on like 31st of March 2013. Next. In the next slide, here to solve or to prepare the final account of NPO, receipt and payment account is given, and after this, next, the additional information is given. So we know the format that firstly we have to post the additional information, and later on we have to post the receipt and payment account. That's it. There is one of the rule that before preparing the final account we should consider that what is the exact rule, that here the receipt and payment account is given, and the rule, or we can say it is a kind of a trick that we should consider, that this the receipt side will be posted. Receipt means what comes into the business. So as it comes into the business it becomes receipt, alternatively it becomes the income also. Therefore whatever the items are given for the receipt side, that will be posted for the income side of the income and expenditure account. Okay, and the payment side, that is nothing but the expenses which are basically paid. So it indicates what goes out. So what goes out in the terms we call payment, and alternately we can call as the expenses also, or we can say expenditure. Therefore the payment side will be posted for the expenditure side of the income and expenditure account. So it is a slight trick that we have to consider before preparing the NPO final account. Okay, next slide. So as per the given format, let's start to prepare the final account of NPO related with the Lalit Kala Kendra Mumbai. So first we have to post the additional information. Again once a time I like to repeat over here that another trick or the exact rule to prepare the final account of any kind of concern is that whatever the information is provided in the terms of adjustment or additional, the every additional information or adjustment or the statement of adjustment will be posted for the twice a time, and whatever the items are given in a table format like receipt and expenditure account, those all all items will be posted for once. Once again I will repeat की ऍडजस्टमेंट किंवा ऍडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन मध्ये दिली जाणाऱ्या प्रत्येक वाक्यातील रकमेचे जे काही इफेक्ट आहेत ते 2 वेळा होणार आणि रिसिप्ट अँड पेमेंट अकाउंटच्या स्वरूपात दिले जाणाऱ्या टेबल फॉर्मॅट मधील आयटम आणि त्याचे प्रत्येकाचे रक्कम ह्याची एकदाच पोस्टिंग त्या ठिकाणी होणार आहे. इट मीन्स दॅट ऍडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन विल बी पोस्टेड एट ट्वाइस whereas receipt and payment expenditure account and the items related to that account will be posted once a time. Okay, so let's start the solving this problem. Additional information. The very first additional information is given that capital fund on 1st of April 2012 was 10,800. सुरुवातीला ती ऍडजस्टमेंट दिलेली आहे ती कॅपिटल फंडशी रिलेटेड आहे and basically this fund is given for the 1st of April 2012. Means basically it is the opening of this year, 1st of April 2012 to 31st of March 2013. So we have completed this 12-month period and for basically starting this period we had the capital fund in our hand and for that amount is given 10,800. Basically this is the opening balance of capital. So it will be posted only once a time. कारण कॅपिटलची सुरुवातीचा जो बॅलन्स होता तो वर्षभर वापरण्यात आलेला आहे त्यामुळे त्याची एकदाच पोस्टिंग होणार and as we know that the balance of capital, the word capital is being posted for the balance sheet liability side. So for the balance sheet liability side already we have written here capital fund. For the inner column we will post the amount 10,800. This is the very first effect of that particular additional information, point number 1. Next, number 2. Legacies are to be capitalized. Legacies is a kind of a term or item which is related to the receipt and payment account and it is to be capitalized. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय? What is the meaning of legacies are to be capitalized? Means the amount of legacies are to be transferred to the capital account. Legacies ची रक्कम कॅपिटलला पाठवणे. How much amount is should be transferred? That exact ratio or amount is not given. किती रक्कम पाठवायची त्याचा रेशो किंवा अमाउंट इथे दाखवलेलं नाही. ओनली द वर्ड इज हायलाइटेड legacies amount to be transferred means to be capitalized means to be transferred to the capital account. legacies ची रक्कम कॅपिटलाइज करा म्हणजे legacies ची रक्कम कॅपिटल अकाउंटला पाठवा असं जर त्याचा अर्थ असेल आणि किती अमाउंट सांगितलं नसेल तर legacies ची परिपूर्ण रक्कम ही कुठे पाठवली जाणार? कॅपिटल अकाउंटला पाठवली जाणार. So the two effect we can highlight over here that the first the legacies amount will be transferred to capital account म्हणजे legacies ची रक्कम कमी करणे आणि कॅपिटल अकाउंटला पाठवणे. कॅपिटल अकाउंटला पाठवणे आणि कॅपिटल अकाउंट आपलं कुठे आहे? बॅलन्स शीटच्या लायबिलिटी साइडला. बॅक साइड. तर here is the receipt and payment account and in this receipt and payment account legacies are to the receipt side. म्हणजे इथे legacies ची रक्कम दिलेली आहे आणि legacies ची रक्कम आहे 11,000. ही रक्कम कुठे पाठवायची आहे? कॅपिटल अकाउंटला पाठवायची आहे. म्हणजे legacies ची रक्कम legacies मधून कमी होणार आणि कॅपिटलला जाणार. सगळीची सगळी रक्कम पाठवायची आहे त्यामुळे आपण डायरेक्ट एकच इफेक्ट करूया की आपण कॅपिटल मध्ये ती सगळी रक्कम ऍड करून टाकूया. सो लेट्स पोस्ट द सेकंड ऍडजस्टमेंट. वी हॅव टू राइट ओवर हियर ऍड नंबर 1 legacies. Legacies capitalized. Legacies capitalized and the amount is given over here is 11,000. 11,000 परिपूर्ण रक्कम ही कॅपिटल अकाउंटला पाठवली. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. So this is the first effect of legacies and only one effect of legacies. Number 3, outstanding salary rupees 300. What is the adjustment number 3? Outstanding salary rupees 300. Firstly, the adjustment is related something about outstanding but related to salary. म्हणजे सॅलरीशी विषयी काहीतरी आपल्याला इन्फॉर्मेशन सांगण्यात आलेली आहे. काय इन्फॉर्मेशन सांगितले की आपली जी सॅलरी हा घटक आहे ही सॅलरी काय आहे? आउटस्टँडिंग आहे. आउटस्टँडिंग मीन्स व्हॉट? आउटस्टँडिंग मीन्स पेंडिंग. पेंडिंग याचा अर्थ काय? एक तर द्यायचं आहे पण दिलं नाही किंवा मिळायचं आहे पण मिळालेलं नाही. आता सॅलरी ही द्यायची होती की मिळायची होती हे कसं कळणार? बॅक साइड. हे रिसिप्ट अँड पेमेंट अकाउंटला बघितल्यानंतर कळणार. दिस इज द रिसिप्ट अँड पेमेंट अकाउंट गिवन ओव्हर हियर. वी हॅव टू फाइंड आउट वेअर इज द सॅलरी एक्झॅक्ट आयटम पोस्टेड टू दिस अकाउंट. So we can find out that salary is posted for the receipt and payment account, basically for the payment side. Payment side indicates it is a kind of expenses. Expenses means here म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय की एक खर्च सॅलरी नावाचा द्यायचा होता पण दिला नाही, तो आता द्यावा लागणार. तर त्याचा पहिला इफेक्ट कसं होणार? बेसिकली आउटस्टँडिंग वर्ड इज बीन यूज्ड and we know that outstanding it might be expenses or it might be any kind of income, but outstanding are always added. म्हणजे outstanding नेहमी काय होतं? ऍड होतं. outstanding नेहमी काय होतं? ऍड होतं. म्हणजे बेसिकली सॅलरी विच वॉज आउटस्टँडिंग फॉर ₹300 ते ₹300 ऍड होणार. आता कशामध्ये ऍड होणार? सो इट इज रिलेटेड टू द सॅलरी फॅक्टर, सो देयरफॉर that ₹300 will be added for the salary item. Here to the payment side salary is being given for the amount of ₹2,200. So first this salary will be posted and within this salary the amount which is been outstanding for ₹300 that will be added. काय करावं लागणार? पहिल्यांदा या सॅलरीची पोस्टिंग करावी लागणार आणि या सॅलरीच्या रकमेमध्ये हे जे ₹300 आउटस्टँडिंग आहेत ते ऍड करून घ्यावे लागणार. मग पहिल्यांदा या सॅलरीचं पोस्टिंग कुठं होणार? बेसिकली दिस सॅलरी आयटम इज गिवन फॉर द पेमेंट साइड ऑफ एक रिसिप्ट पेमेंट अकाउंट. इथं पेमेंट आहे म्हणजे खर्च आहे आणि खर्चाचा दुसरा शब्द आपल्याकडे काय आहे? एक्सपेंडिचर. देयरफॉर फर्स्ट दिस सॅलरी विल बी पोस्टेड ऑफ ₹2,200 फॉर द इन्कम अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट टू द एक्सपेंडिचर साइड. एक्सपेंडिचर साइड टू या शब्दाने सुरू होते, सो वी विल राइट टू सॅलरीज. द अमाउंट इज गिवन ₹2,200. So this is the first effect of that salary which is given for the payment side. Now moving to the adjustment. That outstanding salary ₹300. Outstanding add होतं, तर add कशामध्ये होणार? ज्याच्याशी रिलेटेड तो फॅक्टर आहे त्याच्यामध्ये ऍड होणार. कशाशी रिलेटेड फॅक्टर आहे? सॅलरीशी. तर कशामध्ये ऍड होणार? सॅलरी मध्ये ऍड होणार. So basically we have to add this ₹300 into the item salary. Okay, and salary is being posted for the expenditure side. So this 300 will be added to that 2,200. So this is the first effect of this adjustment. We will write over here add outstanding CY means outstanding current year ₹300. So we will take the total for the outer column 2,500. Okay. पहिला इफेक्ट, the very first effect of outstanding salary is nothing but firstly this adjustment is related with the salary factor. So firstly we have to post the salary. So where is the salary? It is given to the receipt and payment account, basically for the payment side. Payment side is related with the expenses and expenses are being paid out. Salary ₹2,200. So this salary will be posted firstly for the expenditure side of income and expenditure account, and within that amount of salaries this 300 outstanding will be added. This is the very first effect of outstanding salary ₹300. Then second effect, if salary is been outstanding ₹300 and it is being added to the salary item, then what should be the second effect? Let's see. Here outstanding means pending. Pending means it should be paid but yet not paid. द्यायचं आहे पण अजून दिलं नाही. So the moment till we pay that amount, it becomes a responsibility to us. की जोपर्यंत तो खर्च तुम्ही भागवत नाही तोपर्यंत ती तुमची जबाबदारी आहे. इथं देणी आहे आणि देणीला दुसरा शब्द आपण काय वापरतो? लायबिलिटी. It means the second effect of outstanding salary ₹300 will be posted for the balance sheet liability side. So this is the balance sheet, this is the liability side. We have to write here outstanding expenses. Underline this outstanding expenses and write over here salary. Salary for the amount of ₹300. Okay. So this is the second effect of the adjustment. Next slide. Now the last adjustment from this problem, and this is the adjustment number 4. 50% of entrance fees are to be capitalized. What is the last adjustment? 50% of entrance fees are to be capitalized. It means that the whole amount of entrance fees should be firstly considered, and from that whole amount the ratio of 50% should be transferred to which account? To capital What is the very first effect? The very first effect is to deduct amount from entrance fee. Entrance fee मधील रक्कम कमी करणे किती 50%. And second effect what is given, that the capital amount will be increased by 50%. की कॅपिटलची रक्कम 50% ने वाढणार आहे. ओके, लास्ट स्लाइड. So first we will have a look that where the entrance fee is given. Here in the receipt and expenditure account, entrance fee is posted for the receipt side. Here receipt side it indicates what comes in is receipt. Then exactly it should be posted for the income side. Means to deduct the 50% of entrance fee, first this entrance fee should be posted, and the posting of this entrance fee will be given for the income side of income and expenditure account. So this is the income side of income and expenditure account. We will post here by entrance fees, and the amount of entrance fee is nothing but 1900. Okay, 50% amount will be deducted, कमी करायचे. So what we will do here less capitalize 50%. What is the 50%? 50% is nothing but rupees 950. Okay, so the remaining balance will be taken for the outer column, that is nothing but rupees 950 again. And what is the second posting? That capital amount will be increased by 50%. So this amount similar 950 will be added to the capital account, and capital account nothing but posted for balance sheet liability side. Here add first is given legacies, and second will be posted entrance fees. Entrance fees 50%, that is nothing but rupees 950. Okay, so these are the two effects of our last adjustment. So friends, after the adjustment we know that the remaining item of given table should be posted, and the given table is nothing but receipt and payment account. So the remaining item of receipt and payment account will be now posted. So first we will post the receipt side. What is given over here? The first is given to balance brought down cash in hand and cash at bank rupees 1300 and 9500. हा cash चा opening balance आहे, and basically this is a opening balance for the beginning of the year. So it's natural that the balance will be utilized for the whole year. सगळा जो balance असणार आहे तो वर्षभर साहजिक वापरला असणार आहे, त्यामुळे ह्याची पोस्टिंग होणार नाही. To locker rent is another receipt. Here it is receipt, here it will be the income. So the locker rent will be posted for the income side. So we will write by locker rent. By locker rent, and the rent is given rupees 500. Then next is about entrance fees. We have already posted it. To sale of old newspaper, जुने न्यूजपेपर विकून मिळालेले पैसे आहेत रुपीज 150. Here it is receipt, here it will be the income. So it will be posted for the income side. Right over here by sale of old newspaper. By sale of old newspaper, the amount is given should be posted for the outer column rupees 150. Then next is given to receipt from drama rupees 7850. Here it is receipt, here it will be the income. So it will be posted for the income side by receipt from drama. By receipt from drama rupees 7850. Okay. Then moving next to legacies. Again it is being posted already as per the given adjustment. Last is to miscellaneous receipt 800. So here it is receipt, here it will be income. So similarly it will be posted again for the income side of income and expenditure account by miscellaneous receipt. Again, investment is given for the payment side, but investment is a kind of asset of business. So therefore, instead of posting it for the expenditure side, it will be posted again for the asset side. So we will write over here investment rupees 10,000. Investment rupees 10,000. By expenses of drama rupees 3,350. So it is a regular kind of expenses, that is nothing but revenue expenses. Therefore, revenue expenses will be posted for the expenditure side. So we will post it to the expenditure side to expenses of drama. To expenses of drama, and the amount given over here is 3,350. Then next is by postage and telegram for rupees 250. Again, it is a regular kind of expenses. Therefore, it will be posted for the expenditure side. So let's post to postage and telegram. To postage and telegram, and the amount is given rupees 250. So it will be posted for the outer column. Then next is by magazines and newspaper rupees 400. Again, it is a kind of a revenue expenses meant regular expenses. Therefore it will be posted for the expenditure side to magazines and newspaper. To magazines and newspaper. To magazines and newspaper, and the amount is nothing but rupees 400. And the next factor is by salaries, which is already being posted, and the last factor is nothing but by balance carried out. Means the remaining balance of this cash account for the year ending, and that is nothing but cash in hand rupees 300 and cash at bank rupees 11,000. म्हणजे हा कॅशचा ह्या वर्षीचा शिल्लक बॅलन्स आहे जो वापरलेला नाही. म्हणजे हा आपल्याकडे शिल्लक आहे म्हणजे आपल्याकडे आहे. It means that it is the remaining balance of the cash account. Therefore, it will be asset for us, and it will be posted for the asset side of balance sheet. So let us post here for the asset side cash in hand rupees 300, and later on cash at bank rupees 11,000. Rupees 11,000. Okay. So yes friends, here we have completed this total problem, but the last, that is the major point, is to close the account. And how we have to close the account? Let's see. Basically we know that firstly we have to close the income and expenditure account. This is the expenditure side, that is the expenses side, and this is the income side. So firstly, how to close this account? First you have to prepare the total sale for both the sides for the outer column. Okay. So let's see which is the greatest side over here. So we can have, after totaling the expenditure side and income side, we can see that income side is greater than the expenditure side. What is the total of income side? 10,250. The same amount will be posted for this total sale. कारण जी अमाउंट सगळ्यात जास्त असते त्या कॉलमची अमाउंट ही दोन्ही टोटलला येते, आणि इन्कम साइडची टोटल जास्त आहे 10,250. त्यामुळे हीच टोटल काय करणार आपण एक्सपेंडिचर साइडला देखील घेणार. Now from this total you have to deduct the remaining all items of expenditure, and after deducting this we will get the amount remaining here 3,250. What it indicates? That income means receiving amount is more than the expenditure means spending amount. म्हणजे तुमचं उत्पन्न हे तुमच्या खर्चापेक्षा जास्त आहे, म्हणजे तुमचे सगळे खर्च भागवून देखील तुमच्याकडे उत्पन्न शिल्लक राहतं. Therefore this amount will be called as to surplus. टू सरप्लस म्हणजे काय की आपण सगळे खर्च भागवून देखील आपल्याकडे काही किंमत अजून शिल्लक राहिलेली आहे. दॅट अमाउंट इज 3,450. सो इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ गुड सिच्युएशन की हा बिझनेस प्रॉफिट मध्ये आहे. सो द प्रॉफिट विल बी ॲडेड टू द कॅपिटल अकाउंट. सो लेट्स ॲड हियर पॉइंट नंबर 3, that is nothing but surplus, and the amount of surplus is 2,350. This is the second effect of surplus. One, it should be calculated to the income and expenditure account, and later on it should be posted that it should be added to the capital fund account. Now let's close the balance sheet. The total of this capital fund 10,800 plus 11,000 plus 950 plus 3,250 is nothing but 26,000. Here is only one kind of expenses that is nothing but 26,300. So this is the way to close the account and to prepare the final account of NP. Thank you.